Hello, today's lesson we continue with the sets and we are still dealing with the higher operations on sets. Today we want to see how best we can solve a question on the application of higher operations. Tourists visited a game reserve. 45 liked lions, 36 liked zebras, 25 liked crocodiles, 20 liked lions and zebras, 11 liked lions and crocodiles, 15 liked zebras and crocodiles, 7 liked all three animals, and 4 did not like any of the animals. And the first question here says, illustrate the information in a Venn diagram. In this case, they are telling us to illustrate this information here, where we are supposed now to indicate it in the Venn diagram. And number 2 says number 2 says how many tourists liked number 1 type of animal only, 2 zebras and lions but not crocodiles. And so these are the 2 questions we are going to solve. On this question, of course, we will be referring to this information here, and so we are going to use this information here in order for us to calculate the questions from the previous slide. Great. And so we are going to follow the following steps, and these steps will help us now to list the information in the Venn diagram. Number 1, we have to make sure that we indicate all the people who watched all the 3 types of animals. And according to the information that we gathered, we discovered that 7 liked all the 3 types of animals. And when we also check here in the information here where it's saying those who liked lions and zebras, those who liked both lions and zebras were 20. And for us to find those who watched only lions and zebras, we subtract now 20 minus 7, and the number that is going to remain is the one which indicates those who watched the 2 types of animals only. And for those also who watched zebras and crocodiles, we subtract 15 minus 7 and we get 8, and this is the number of those who watched zebras and crocodiles only. Also for those who watched lions and crocodiles, we just subtract 11 minus 7 and the number we find is 4, and these are the ones who watched lions and crocodiles only. Also, for us to find those now who watched lions only lions, we add all those who are found in lions and crocodiles. We also add those who are found in who watched all the 3 types, and those who watched zebras and lions. And when we add them, we find 24. And we now subtract 45 minus 24, and then we find 21. Alright? So that is the number of those who watched lions only. And you also do the same with the rest of the questions. And this information now will help us to calculate or to illustrate the information in the Venn diagram. Alright? And so this is the Venn diagram here, and when we compare, we discover that those who watched all the 3 types of animals, we indicate them here on the intersection, meaning they are found in lions, zebras and crocodiles. It's 7. And those who watched lions and zebras only, so these are the ones here, the 13. What we do is, for us to find these, we just subtract the number that we have here for lions and zebras, which is 20. So we just subtracted and we found 13. So this is the 13 here. And for us to find those who watched also zebras and crocodiles only, meaning they are found in both zebras and crocodiles. These, they watched all the two types of animals. Okay, and so we just subtract now 15 minus 7, and what remains is 8. Also, for those who watched lions and crocodiles only, we also subtract 11 minus 7. What remains is 4. So this is the information that we indicate here. And then we proceed also to those who watched lions only. So we get this here, 21. That's the one we indicate because they watched lions only. And when we add all these in lions, I'm saying when we add all these in lions, and there is no condition, I've said in lions, you will discover that you arrive at 45. And then also for those who watched zebras only, we do the same. We just add these 13 plus 7 plus 8, and then we subtract from 36, and the ones which remain are the ones we indicate as those who watched zebras. And the last part of the question says we should calculate how many tourists liked one type of animal only. The last part also says we should calculate how many tourists liked zebras and lions but not crocodiles. And in this case we are going to use a Venn diagram to calculate these two questions. And here is the Venn diagram that we will follow. And so the first question says one type of animal only. So we have to know, or we have to calculate the number of tourists who watched one type of animal only. And in this case, the number of those who watched one type of animal only, we had these who watched lions only, also these who watched zebras only, and also who watched crocodiles only. We cannot get 8 in this case, 7 or 4, because if you take 8, then it means you are calculating for those who watched zebras and crocodiles. That's the 8 here. And also the implication here, if you also get 7, then it means you are getting all those who watched all the 3 types of animals. Or if you get also 4 here, then it means you are getting those who watched lions and crocodiles. But the question here says we should calculate or find those who watched one type of animal only. And in this case, it's 21 plus 8 plus 6. That is for the first part. And the other part says we should calculate the number of tourists who watched zebras and lions but not crocodiles. So in this case, what they are saying is for crocodiles, which is this one here, so all those who watched crocodiles will not be included in this question. That is 6, 8, 7, and 4. All these who watched zebras and lions. Zebras and lions, so we get 8, 13, and 21. So these are the ones excluding these here in crocodile. Okay, and so these are the answers here. For the first part where we wanted only for one type of animal, we added 21 plus 8 plus 6 and we found 35. And for zebras and lions but not crocodiles, we added 21 plus 13 and 8, we found 42. And for today we end here. Thank you.